Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Frankie, and I've been shooting photography for over 10 years and shooting commercially for the past 5. Admittedly, I've made some painful mistakes over the last decade, mistakes worth avoiding. In this short educational video, I'm going to share 6 of the mistakes I've made in my commercial photography business and how you can avoid them or be more aware of them as you progress through your creative career. If you're just starting out or even a few years in, I promise avoiding these mistakes will save you stress, time, and money, and maybe even your career. We all make mistakes. It's important for me to put these out there, and hopefully you'll learn how to navigate these situations differently because you're aware of them. Okay, getting right into it. Payments. Getting desperate about payments. As a freelancer, you will always get paid last. When I first started shooting full time, I made the mistake of acting desperate or impatient about payment timelines. That's a client red flag. The fix: always have clear contracts, take deposits, and stay calm when big clients are slow to pay. Set clear timelines in your contracts or thoroughly read your clients' contracts to avoid getting slapped with 120-day payment terms, because chasing them down actually makes you look unprofessional, desperate, and clients respect the photographer who knows they'll eventually get paid. Remember, freelancers always get paid last. Mistake number 2: burning bridges. The fix: foster those relationships, good and bad. Be sure to put on that customer service hat. Photography is 50% talent, 50% relationships. The people you work with today might connect you with your dream client tomorrow. Never burn bridges. Instead, foster relationships. It's one of the fastest ways to grow your photography business. Word travels quickly in the creative world. If you're unprofessional or an a-hole, this will travel from one brand manager to marketing manager, from one company to the next. Be aware of this. I talk about this heavily in my course over on my website. If you want to learn more about relationship building, check it out. I've linked that course below in the video description. On to the third mistake: saying yes to every free product shoot or shooting for free. There are only a few times when you should do this. 1, if you'll actually purchase the product yourself or you know you're going to use this. 2, if you're looking to build your portfolio. And the third time you should do this is if you're trying to establish a relationship with that brand or company. Then it might be an opportunity to lean into free work. I remember being offered plenty of shoots for exposure or free product in the beginning of my career. Most were a waste of time, except some of them helped me to build a strong portfolio. The only time you should do free work, I'm going to repeat this again, is if you actually think you're going to use the product, you need the product, or you're aiming to build a relationship with that brand. Otherwise, it just cheapens your value. This brings the value down for the entire industry. All creatives need to be better with this. It's okay in the beginning, but don't make a pattern of this. I can't tell you how many times each week I have to say no to free work. It's not worth your time as your business grows and you have other high-paying clients and commissioned gigs on the books. Remember, only work for free if it makes sense. On to number 4: overworking. This is really hard for creatives to learn. One of my worst months as my business was growing, I said yes to everything. Back-to-back tourism shoots, swapping gear and clothing in airport parking lots, retainer gigs. My work suffered. Photography isn't just snapping pictures, it's creativity, editing, and business, all of which takes calculated time and creative effort. Your brain isn't wired to be creative all the time. You have to take breaks in between creative projects to refresh your mind, refresh your body, and make sure you're ready for the next thing. Forcing it is a big mistake. Learning to say no is a challenging thing to come to terms with, but it will save you, your relationships, and your integrity. Trying to take on everything will water down your high-quality work. Burnout kills creativity. Learn to say no early on, and your portfolio will thank you. Mistake number 5: licensing. This one cost me thousands early in my career. I even have a separate YouTube video about image licensing. I'll link that down here in the description. I didn't know how licensing terms worked. I thought I was just selling digital photos, and I wasn't. I was licensing the rights without my knowing. Once you understand usage rights, exclusivity, in perpetuity, usage duration, you realize that the contract is just as important as the camera you're running the shoots with. Control your terms or you will lose money, and brands will take advantage of this if they think you don't know image licensing terms. Be very careful where the final copyright ends up. I could go on and on about this, but try your best to always retain that final copyright to your image. Otherwise, the client should be paying big bucks to take that copyright and fully license images from you. All right, on to the sixth one. Probably one of the more challenging things I still deal with in my creative career: criticism. In the beginning, I hated criticism. I thought every negative comment was an attack against me. The sooner you learn to embrace criticism, the faster you'll grow. Some of my best improvements came from listening to tough feedback, often feedback that I didn't want to hear. As photographers, we never stop learning. Humble yourself by knowing you can always learn something new, that someone might understand lighting techniques better than you. We can always improve our skills. One of those skills should be learning to take and accept criticism. Never forget that. I hope you learned something in today's video. Whether you're building your photography business or just starting out, remember, protect your contracts, nurture those relationships, avoid burnout, know your licensing terms, and don't fear criticism. These mistakes nearly crushed my success. Avoiding them might set you up for your own long-term success. Which of these mistakes have you made? Drop a comment below. I'd love to hear your stories. If this was helpful, stay tuned and subscribe. I've got more lessons from the trenches coming soon. See you in the next one.